What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very exciting brand new update on the Trent Alexander-Arnold Liverpool contract talk situation, because the Liverpool have made some progress in the talks with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Apparently Trent still wants to sign a new contract. His priority is Liverpool and he publicly stated that he wants to win trophies at Liverpool, and the way Arne Slot started at Liverpool shows perfectly for Salah, Trent and Van Dijk that Liverpool is the place to be where you can win trophies and titles, because Arne Slot for the first time in Liverpool's entire history won 11 of the first 12 games, and also Arne Slot is the first manager ever in Liverpool's history to win his first 6 away games in a row, which is fantastic. But Real Madrid are set to offer Trent Alexander-Arnold an unbelievable contract to leave Liverpool, and he will be offered a huge signing on bonus as well. So Liverpool also need to offer Trent a huge signing on bonus. We will talk about all of this in this video. So if you enjoy these, leave a like. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. And it isn't a secret that Real Madrid are looking for a right back after Carvajal's season was ended because of an ACL injury. And Real Madrid are planning to offer Liverpool, the Liverpool player Trent Alexander-Arnold, a contract in the range of 14 to 15 million pounds per year on a 5-year contract, and that could make Trent one of the top 5 highest paid players at Real Madrid. If this is true, then it means Trent would roughly be on around 17 million euros on a year, making him the 4th highest salaried player at Real Madrid, ahead of players like Valverde, Courtois and Rodrigo, which would be of course a big statement of intent by Real Madrid. And that's why Liverpool need to get Trent's contract up close to the range of where Mo Salah is right now. Mo Salah is earning £350,000 per week, and Liverpool should offer Trent something around that ballpark, so between 300 and 400,000 pounds per week, to show that Liverpool are really pushing out the boat for him and they really want to extend his contract. And you should not just say it, you should show it to Trent with that contract offer that you are giving him. And according to this news outlet, the only players who would potentially earn more money at Real Madrid than Trent Alexander-Arnold are Jude Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. and David Alaba. But Alaba is right now out injured. The others are the biggest stars of Real Madrid. If Liverpool matched Real Madrid's offer, that would mean that Trent would be the 2nd highest earner at Liverpool behind Mo Salah, and I think that's where Trent should be, because Trent Alexander-Arnold is arguably our 2nd biggest star behind Mo Salah right now. And if there is going to be a stumbling block in this deal, I think it will be financial, because I think we can match the ambition of a club like Real Madrid. Yes, we can't match their serial winning in the Champions League, but we can certainly tell Trent that we will challenge for the Champions League title and we will challenge for the Premier League. And of course you can't win it every year, but Trent can win another Champions League and another Premier League title under Arne Slot in the next 5 years. I'm pretty convinced of that. The problem is, at Real Madrid they can say, we can win 3 Champions Leagues in the next 5 years. We can win 3 La Liga titles in the next 5 years, because that's on average what Real Madrid have been winning in the last 5 years, which is really staggering, but that's the way Real Madrid operate recently. I mean, there is just this aura of the Bernabeu, which is similar to the aura of Anfield, but the Bernabeu aura is maybe even stronger. They were 2-1 down in the 82nd minute against Dortmund, and Real Madrid scored 4 goals in the last 10 minutes, or the last 8 minutes plus stoppage time, and they won the game 5-2. So if that doesn't show you that Real Madrid are ready to win another Champions League, then I don't know what to tell you. But Steve Pearson, an English journalist in the Express newspaper, is reporting that finally Liverpool make progress on the Trent Alexander-Arnold contract saga. And some reports were coming from Spain that Real Madrid will offer Liverpool some money for Trent Alexander-Arnold, but that was quickly rubbished by some journalists. And there was this fresh updates that Liverpool are not only hopeful that they can sign Trent on a new contract, but talks are happening happening and they have advanced in recent weeks. Liverpool are making some progress in contract negotiations. Furthermore, the Trent's camp have reportedly let it be known that no discussions with Real Madrid have been held so far. That goes against what Team Talk was told in mid-September, when we were informed Real Madrid have been in constant contact with the players' agents at PLG Group. That's the agency that is negotiating on the behalf of Trent Alexander-Arnold his potential contract extension at Liverpool or his new contract at Real Madrid. In any case, there is also an encouraging update from the Athletics Liverpool specialist James Pearce. He declared claims of Real Madrid lining up a January bid are absolute nonsense and no such offer will arrive in the winter window. James Pearce said there is absolutely zero chance that Trent will go anywhere in January. I mean, I saw some nonsense yesterday about Real Madrid planning to bid for him in January or something. I just don't believe that's true, and I certainly don't believe it for a minute. It's absolute nonsense. And the key factor is Trent Alexander-Arnold is happy at Liverpool. He just wants Liverpool to match his ambitions because he wants to look back on his career and he wants to say that he won trophies throughout the whole career of his footballing life, not just winning trophies when he was young coming through at Liverpool. He wants to continue winning trophies, and that's very important for him. And that's the kind of elite mentality that you need to have as a top footballer, and Liverpool, I think, are matching Trent's ambitions. But crucially, Trent Alexander-Arnold also said Liverpool needs to flex their muscles in the transfer market. Liverpool need to show more ambition in the transfer market. Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and even Arne Slot said that Liverpool need to make more signings. So I hope that we have some deals coming in the January transfer window. How amazing it would be that if we broke some news in December that we agreed a deal for a player who is really, really good coming in the January transfer window. That would really convince the likes of Salah, Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold that Liverpool are really ambitious, because that could really help our title challenge if we got a big player in the January transfer window who could certainly help out the squad. Liverpool recently extended the contract of Kwanzaa. We are in talks to extend the contract of Konate, and after that it looks like Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk could be next, and then probably lastly Mo Salah will be on the agenda. Mo Salah's contract is the hardest one to negotiate because of his age, because he's the highest earner. So Liverpool, of course, will try to stretch their financial limits to afford Mo Salah's new contract, but I think it's a lot cheaper than replacing Mo Salah, because you would need to spend £100 million on replacing Mo Salah's numbers pretty much. And Carlo Ancelotti even publicly stated that Real Madrid are not planning to sign anyone in the January transfer window. They will rely on Lucas Vazquez and Eder Militao to cover the right back position in the absence of Carvajal. So I think we can safely rule out a bid coming in from Real Madrid for Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Real Madrid absolutely love to sign free agents, don't they? Just to name a few, Kylian Mbappe, who is probably the most expensive player in the world. They got him on a free transfer. Yes, they needed to spend a lot of money on agent fees and a signing up bonus, but still not as much as what they would have had to spend if he was still under contract at Paris Saint-Germain, because that would cost 150-200 million. David Alaba and Antonio Rudiger is another two players that arrived on free transfers. Alaba from Bayern, Rudiger from Chelsea. And also Courtois, Camavinga and Brahim Diaz, three players, they got on a bargain when they had less than 1 year remaining on their contract. That's when they signed them, so they got very, very good deals at Real Madrid for a majority of their starting lineup. And Fabrizio Romano recently spoke about Trent Alexander-Arnold. He said, as of today, Liverpool denied to have any communication from the player or his camp that he is not going to accept Liverpool's contract offer. Trent Alexander-Arnold remains in contact with Liverpool and he's talking to Liverpool. Real Madrid are there. They will be there for Trent Alexander-Arnold. They have been there for months. Since March, working on Trent Alexander-Arnold as a dream target. They are monitoring the situation. Real Madrid, when there is a top player like Trent potentially available as a free agent, they are always very attentive. They always are interested. This is what they are doing. Let's see when and if they will make contact. What I'm hearing is that to think about the January transfer is really complicated. We had these kind of rumors, but I don't see that at the moment. This is not something realistic. What we can say is that he remains top of the list for Real Madrid as a right back, but it depends what happens with Liverpool. As of today, Trent didn't tell Liverpool, I'm leaving. And that's great news, because if Trent was set on leaving, then he would have told Liverpool already. He would have told, I'm not accepting any contract offer, I'm off to Real Madrid, and he would probably publicly come out and announce it in maybe an interview, just to be very honest and straightforward with the Liverpool fans. But as long as Trent doesn't say publicly he's leaving, then we have hope that he will sign a new contract. And the Express newspaper is reporting that even though there is a massive contract offer from Real Madrid, Liverpool remain calm and confident that Trent and his teammate Van Dijk will both agree to fresh terms at Anfield. Liverpool hold a strong relationship with the player's father, Michael Arnold, who handles all his business arrangements and is himself a lifelong Liverpool fan. And owners FSG were under no illusions that any new offer to keep Trent Alexander-Arnold was likely to be the second largest in their history, behind the £350,000 per week deal currently enjoyed by Mo Salah. And the player himself hinted that he's happy at Anfield and he dreams of skippering Liverpool to major honours in the future. He wants to captain Liverpool in the future. He said, I always said I want to captain the club, and that is a goal of mine. Whether that happens is out of my hands. I want to be a Liverpool player this season as a minimum, is what I will say. And the most important thing is always trophies. I want to win trophies. I want to be the best I can be, and hopefully that will be at Liverpool for the next 5 years. He can always go to Real Madrid when he's 28, 29 years old, still at the peak of his powers, but when he spent the majority of his time at Liverpool. And I think Liverpool fans would be a lot more understanding of Trent doing that, maybe trying out a fresh new challenge when he's like 28, 29, 30 years old, because he can still play at a very good level for another 2 or 3 years at Real Madrid and get that great experience. But when you spend the majority of your career at Liverpool, you will be a legend at the club, and that's, I think, what Trent Alexander-Arnold also needs to think about. I'm really looking forward to the Arsenal-Liverpool game. It's such a massive game in the title race. It's a proper 6-pointer. So if somehow Liverpool could win there, and I think we have a good chance of winning there, because Arsenal are not firing on all cylinders. They are not in the greatest form. They are also missing some key players through injuries. Saliba is the biggest one, but they will be very dangerous at home. I hope Liverpool can at least get a draw, but it's going to be a tough game. But imagine if Liverpool could somehow win there. That would be massive for our title hopes. That would be one of our biggest games of the season, won under Arne Slot. That would give Liverpool such a massive boost. But even a draw would be a fine result. Arne Slot also gave some injury updates ahead of the Arsenal game. He said, I think Chiesa and Conor Bradley, they feel good, but not when it comes to playing for us during the weekend. Federico might train with us today or tomorrow. Diogo Jota is definitely out of the Arsenal game. Conor Bradley, let's see if he can train with us tomorrow. Alisson is also progressing well, like we expect, but it's not a short-term recovery. Alisson is not at the final phase of his rehab. It's always difficult to judge him. I think the best way to judge an injury is in the end of an injury, the end phase of his rehab, and he's not there yet. I can't tell you how much longer he will be out, but don't expect him to be back in the next 2 weeks against Brighton. And finally, I want to close out this video by saying that Arne Slot is winning over a lot of his doubters and naysayers, having won 11 of his first 12 games. Of course, the toughest games are yet to come. Arsenal, then Brighton in the Cup, Brighton in the League, then we play Leverkusen, Real Madrid, Man City, Aston Villa. There will be a lot of tough games. This is one of the toughest Arsenal away, so this will be a true test of Liverpool's credentials, but we are arriving in great form with a rock-solid defense, so bring it on. I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.